Hello, welcome to the show, Night Works. This is going to be a lot of fun. My name's Ben. I'm an artist, an art professor. Just going to do some art. This is going to be an ongoing series of nighttime creations. For me personally, I tend to get a lot of creative ideas, impulses, art energy at night. I don't know why. And I'm drawing, doodling weird little monsters. So I figured I would just start sharing the experience for anybody who wanted to see what I do. For this one, it's sort of like a free-form illustration. I'm just sort of flowing with the lines on a face that's going to transform into an old friend of mine. It's just an old devil, beat up and worn down by the system. Just moving the lines around, figuring things out on the paper, using just a regular, average 2B pencil. I'm working on a Canson mixed media paper. I think it's Canson XL. It's pretty affordable. For these kind of art explorations, I don't really use the finest quality materials because this is more about trying things, discovery. It's a little meditative. Just practice moving the pencil around. I think art takes daily practice. Not that I'm every day, but I try to be every day. It's just part of my life. I draw. And so I thought I would do these little drawings at night, playing with different types of materials, different color ideas, just little monsters and creatures, animals, people. I do a lot of people drawings. I'm getting more and more into doing little landscapes and cityscapes, little buildings and deteriorated structures. So I'm going to be trying a lot of different things, different materials. I'm working out, just issues in the art, seeing how it goes in these sketches. It's going to be fun if you like art, I suppose. So I'm just working in my cramped little studio in my house, working on a beat up old folding table and under just a couple of desk lamps. I'll be working on the setup as the series progresses, I guess, just to make it more aesthetically pleasing, but I don't know. I'm a messy artist by nature. It's sort of hard to hide the truth of my craft, but I'll try and make things as pleasing as possible. So I've done the drawing, and once I've sort of sketched it out, I'm starting to lay in some base tones. No preconceived notion of what I wanted this fellow really to look like. I was sort of loosely thinking about the Red Devil kind of look, but I wasn't going for a crimson bright red, like a Halloween costume kind of thing. More like a kind of a reddish skin tone. So while I'm doing this, I'll just sort of, I guess, pop in and out with some dialogue commentary. And we'll see how this process works. So I'm using a Blick art store, I guess just student grade synthetic brush. I like the kind of springiness of it. The watercolors I'm using may be like a Winsor Newton, like student grade, I'm not sure. I have some new watercolors I'm going to be getting into. I was just messing around with these. I think I already had them out. And I'll go into more details about watercolors in general and sort of a fun way to use them. So I'm just going ahead and laying in like a base tone for the body. This is more like I guess a traditional shoulder up kind of portraiture. Remember, when you're doing watercolors, you're always working like a light to dark, which is kind of the opposite, I would say, of how I work with oils. So I have to remind myself in the process not to go too dark too fast. I like layering the stuff. This mixed media paper is not the best for heavy water usage. The paper will start to fall apart. But for the casual night drawing event, it's fine. Just know the limitations of the materials you're working with. It'll work out. So here I am softly putting in some shadow tones. I try and imagine a light source, singular, if possible. It makes it just a little easier when you're making stuff up in your head. And by sticking with a singular light source, it kind of adds a little, I don't know, form, believability, depth to the piece. You can see me here quickly trying to mop up what I thought was a little too much color at the moment. I'll often have paper towels. I'm just jamming onto the paper, desperately trying to fix stuff. It's not really an eraser, but it's like just a way of softening the stuff you just put down. And I'm working pretty faint, I think, anyway. I don't know, it's just the process I've kind of developed. Oh no, that was a lot. Yeah, I had to get that up. Sometimes the brush just picks up more water than I was expecting. I don't know, I'm probably not paying attention really. I'm sort of in a zone, just kind of doing the thing. I like how this old devil shaves his mustache but keeps his little beard. He thinks that looks cool. It's kind of like an old sea captain or something. Yeah, these devil creatures and demons and whatnot are part of an ongoing series I've been working on. It's a illustrated tour guide to hell. It's a satirical travel guide, I guess you could say, sort of commenting about current times and stuff, and using hell and demonology as a metaphor. I don't know, I'm having fun with it. Now this whole art video has been sped up 2 times because I think the entire process took me 35 minutes, and I'm trying to shorten it. Cut out scenes where I was contemplating colors as well, but that means my hand was off screen. I need to figure out a way to get the watercolor pans in shot too. I don't know, it just seems more sensible. But for this one, I was just kind of locked on the face, and then I sped this up 2 times. Do y'all think I need to speed this up even more? What's your thoughts on that? And any other suggestions? I don't know, just give me a shout, and I'll make some more stuff. If you have any requests on what you'd like to see me try, I can do that too. So at this point I'm adding in some darker purple blues. I think I was kind of envisioning much more of a film noir pushed in shadow look, but I don't know if I really approached it right. Kind of like the purple. And I switched over to a finer brush, another like student grade brush. I like them. Affordable. So at this point I'm trying to add in a little bit of warmth, as if the light source is raking across the edges of the character. Just a little bit of warm bright to kind of counter all that cooler purple blue I had in there. So I think this piece came out pretty good. I like it. I'm not sure the blue worked. I think I rushed it a little bit, but it's not bad. And I think if I continued, I might get some white gouache or maybe some white ink to kind of put in some highlights. But I think for just straight watercolor, this came out pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process video. I'm going to be doing more because I'm drawing and painting, so why not? And along the way, I'm going to try and share more tips or techniques and talk about studio practice, talk about different materials I'm using. I'll try new materials, and we'll just talk about being an artist. And if you have any questions or suggestions or anything, just holler in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.